brown boxes stacked beside the door. A coffee ring still marking up the floor. The hook where all my jackets used to hang holds nothing but the shadow that it made. I kept the chip blue mug, I don't know why. Some things you carry, some you leave behind. The rooms get louder when they're empty. Every footstep says a different thing. Boxes by the door and I'm not ready. I thought I'd feel lighter letting go, but the walls still hold the way I lived here. Every scuff and dent I used to know. I'll close the door and hand the keys back over and leave a little of myself below. The window where I watched the seasons turn, a burn mark on the counter where I learned to cook the only meal I ever made, and eat it standing up most every day. This wasn't much, it wasn't meant to last, but it held me while I figured out the rest. The light comes through the same as always, falling where the couch is not anymore. Boxes by the door and I'm still standing, wondering how a place becomes a part of you. The walls remember every version of me, every quiet thing I lived here going through. I'll close the door and hand the keys back over and carry what I can't pack up with you. Someone else will paint these walls and never know I stood here at all, but for a while this held my name. Nothing after feels the same. 3 brown boxes, one last look, and the door pulls close behind.
You said the garden's doing fine this year. You said you're eating well, you always say that. I asked about your knee, and you said, oh, that, and changed the subject like you always do. I hear you set the kettle down mid-sentence and take a little longer to sit down. You tell me not to worry, I say sure, and neither of us mentions what we heard. Your voice on the line is softer than it was, and I don't know how to say that out loud. So I ask about the neighbors and the weather, and hold on to the sound a little longer now. You say you'll let me go, I say 5 minutes. We both know I mean I'm not ready now. You ask me if I'm sleeping, if I'm happy. I give the answer that will let you rest. You tell a story I have heard 100 times. And I don't stop you, I just let it come. There's something in the pauses getting longer, and I fill them up with anything at all. I should have called you more, I know I should. I say it every time and then I don't. Your voice on the line is smaller than I remember, and I can't find the words to name it out loud. So I ask what you had for dinner, what you're reading, and keep you on a little longer now. You say you'll let me go, I say just one more. We both know, I mean, I'm not ready now. One day the phone won't ring like this, and I'll replay the parts I missed. So say it slow and say it twice. I'm listening this time, I'm listening. Your voice on the line, still here, and I'm holding on to that.
Past the water tower and the shuttered store, down the road I swore I'd never drive again. The field behind the school is still just field, the fence still leaning where we climbed it then. I pull up slow outside the house I grew in. Someone painted over all the green. I wanted out so badly back then. Now I'm circling the block and slowing down. The town I left is smaller than I made it. In all the years I spent inside my head, carried it like something that had failed me, but it just kept living quietly instead. I don't belong here, and I never really did, and still it knows my name. It knows my name. The diner sign is missing half its letters. The woman at the counter almost knows my face. She asks me who my people are, and I say, and she says, oh, of course, and pours my cup. The corner where I waited to be older is just a corner now, just curb and light. I thought that leaving meant it wouldn't follow, but it's threaded through the way I speak and stand. The town I left is gentler than I painted, and all the stories that I told to get away, it never asked me to come back and stay here. It only asked to not be thrown away. I don't belong here, and I never really did, and still it knows my name. It knows my name. Some roots don't hold you, they just mark the place where something of you started. I can hate it and still keep it, both things fit inside my chest. Past the water tower, driving out, and I let myself look back. Why is it easy to forgive a friend and impossible to offer that to me? I'd never say the things I say inside to anyone I claim to love at all. Who taught me that the cruelty was useful? Who told me it would make me somehow good? What if the pushing never was the reason? What if I got here in spite of all of it? Be kind to her, she's doing what she can. She's carrying more than anybody sees. She doesn't need another voice to tell her all the ways she's fallen short of things. Be kind to her, she's tired and she's trying, and she has been for longer than you know. Would I speak like this to someone at 15 who did her best with everything she had? Would I stand over her and list the failures, or would I sit down next to her instead? I think I'd tell her none of this was earned. I think I'd tell her she was always enough. What if the softness isn't giving up? What if it's the only way I last? Be kind to her, she's doing what she can. She's holding more than anybody knows. She doesn't need another voice inside her, counting every place she came up short. Be kind to her, she's tired and she's trying, and she has been for longer than you know. I'm learning how to say it slower. I'm learning how to let it land. It doesn't come out right yet, but I'm saying it anyway. Be kind to her, be kind to her. She's the only one who stayed.
You found the warm square on the kitchen floor, the way you always do, you always did. You're breathing slow, your paws still twitching softly, chasing something in a field I'll never see. The white came in around your eyes so quietly. I didn't notice till it covered everything. You lift your head when I come through the door. little slower now, but still you lift it. Sleeping in the sun, you make it look so simple. A whole life measured out in warmth and rest. You never once asked what I'd done that mattered. You only asked me if I would come and sit. And I sit down beside you on the floorboards and let the afternoon be all there is. The stairs take longer, so I carry you and you allow it, which is new for you. Your collar tag still rings against the water, a sound I'll hear in rooms for years to come. You put your chin across my ankle heavy, and all the noise inside my head goes quiet. I know the shape of what is coming closer, so I'm learning how to hold this while it's here. Sleeping in the sun, you make it look so easy. A whole life spent on being where you are. You never held a single grudge against me. You only ever waited by the door. And I sit down beside you on the floorboards and let this ordinary hour be enough. Good dog, you did it right. You loved without a plan or reason. And if there's any sun where you are going, I hope it finds you. I hope it's warm. Sleeping in the sun, breathing slow, and I'm not going anywhere.
Years ago, we shared a bad apartment and ate the same cheap dinner every week. We said we'd never be like all the others. We'd stay exactly reckless, stay exactly us. And now I'm in a borrowed dress and standing at the back while someone reads a vow. You catch my eye and grin like we were 19, and something in my chest both breaks and mends. You look happy, you look nothing like you used to. You look like someone who has somewhere to be. And I'm proud of you in a way that stings a little, because the growing up was never done with me. You look happy, and that's all I ever wanted, even if it means I'm further out to sea. 5 years back you called me from a stairwell and cried until the sun came up again. I didn't know if you'd come out the other side, and now you're laughing at your own bad speech. Somewhere in between the two you found it, and I was watching from a little further off. I don't want the old years back, not really. I just wanna know we're not done yet. I fell behind. I'm proud of you in a way that stings a little, and both of those are true at the same time. You look happy, and that's all I ever wanted. Even standing at the back, that's still the truth. We won't be what we were, that's fine. A friendship changes shape, not size. I'll take the version that we get over anything I could invent. You look happy, and I mean it, even with the sting. I mean it.
I didn't do much, and the world stayed standing. I let the emails sit and no one died. I made a slow breakfast and I ate it sitting, which I haven't done in longer than I'd like. Turns out the ceiling doesn't fall in when you stop holding it up with your hands. I thought I was the thing that kept it going. Turns out it goes on fine without me too. Nothing to prove today, nothing to carry. No one keeping score of what I've done. I'm allowed to just be here in the quiet, without earning it or paying for it later. Nothing to prove today, and it's not laziness. It's the first thing that's felt honest in a while. I used to say I'd rest when it was finished, and it was never finished, that's the trick. There's always one more thing that seems essential until you're too worn down to tell what is. So I put it down, not solved, just sat down and went outside and stood there in the air. I'm not the sum of everything I've finished. I keep forgetting and remembering that. Nothing to prove today, nothing to answer. No one waiting for me to perform. I'm allowed to be a person, not a function, without apologizing for the pause. Nothing to prove today, and it's not giving up. It's the only way I make it through the year. Tomorrow I'll pick some of it back up, but not all of it, not the same way. I'm learning what I actually owe, and it's less than I was told. Nothing to prove today, and the day goes on just fine.
I was $4 short and holding up the line, and everything that week had gone the same. A man behind me put a 5 down on the counter and waved me off before I said a word. I didn't catch his face, I caught his sleeve, and a voice that said, "It's fine, go on ahead." cost him almost nothing, that's the thing. And I have thought about it 11 times since. A stranger held the door and I fell apart right there in the parking lot with nothing left. It wasn't even much, it wasn't anything, but I was running on the last of what I had. A stranger held the door and I remembered that people do this, people still do this. Six weeks of holding everything together, and not one crack until somebody was gentle. That's how it goes. You brace against the hard part, and the softness is the thing that takes you down. I never got to thank him, never will, so I paid it forward twice and cried both times. I'll never know he mattered, that's the strange part. Someone's biggest day was just an ordinary one. A stranger held the door and I fell apart right there in the parking lot with nothing left. It wasn't even much, it wasn't anything, but it landed on the exact right one through place. A stranger held the door and I remembered that people do this, people still do this. I keep a running list of small ones, a nod, a seat, a hand, a wave. It's not enough to fix the world, but it's enough to keep me in it. A stranger held the door, and I'm still holding it for someone. A drawer that's stuck, a wooden handle worn, and underfolded linen, all of them. A girl in a borrowed coat, squinting at the camera, and it takes me a moment to know that it is you. Someone wrote the year in pencil on the back, and handwriting I knew anywhere at all. I only ever met you as the ending, I never got to meet you as the start. The drawer you kept holds people I don't know, standing in a field somewhere in 1960, laughing at a joke that no one wrote down, and there's no one left alive to tell me who. The drawer you kept is heavier than it looks, and now I'm the one who has to carry it. A man in uniform, a wedding, then a baby, a dog whose name I'll never get to learn. You saved the ones where everyone was happy, and maybe that's a kindness, maybe not. I find one where you're looking off to the side, and I think that's the closest I have come. I I'd trade 100 stories that you told me for 5 plain minutes with the girl in the coat. The drawer you kept holds faces I can't name, but I know the shape of every single jaw. They're in my hands, they're in the way I stand here. They're the reason that I'm anything at all. The drawer you kept is heavier than it looks, and now I'm the one who has to carry it. I'll write the names I still remember on the back in pencil, soft and clear, so the next one holding this won't have to guess like I did. The drawer you kept, closing slow, and all of you still inside.
Salt on the railing, cold against my palm. The shuttered stands, the ropes that hold up nothing. A gull that doesn't move when I walk past it. The whole town breathing out after the summer. The sand is packed and dark and holds my footprints, and the water sounds much larger than before. Everything that made this place a postcard has gone home and left the place itself. The coasting off season is honest, that's the word. No one's performing anything out here. The boardwalk creaks and no one's there to hear it. And I like it better empty, I like it bare. The coasting off season lets me be unfinished and stand here without making it a story. A fogged up window with a hand-drawn close sign. The smell of rope and diesel off the dock. One diner open with 2 people in it, and the radio too quiet to make out. I ordered coffee that I don't especially want, just to be inside a room with someone else. I came here to be nowhere for a while, and nowhere turned out kinder than I thought. The coasting off season is honest, that's the word. It doesn't try to sell me on a feeling. The wind gets in salt on the railing, walking back, and the water keeps on going. The air went thin sometime around the weekend, and nobody announced it, it just did.
The pool's still open, but the chairs are stacking, and the leaves are giving up along the edge.
We wore the same shorts through it all, and now we're reaching for the sleeves we packed away. It always goes like this, we always say we'll do it properly next time around.
The last one week and everybody knows it, so we're outside longer than we need to be, stretching out an evening past its ending, because we won't get this again for months. The last 1 week is sweeter than the middle, because we finally noticed it was here.
We had 11 weeks and wasted most of them
on errands and on being somewhere else.
The good ones you can count on one hand after,
and they weren't the ones we planned for, not at all.
A porch, a cheap fan,
Someone's music playing,
and the kind of talking that goes nowhere good.
the things I'll keep were never on the calendar, they just happened while we weren't paying attention. The last 1 week and everybody feels it, so we're sitting out here later than we should, holding on to something that's already leaving, because it's better held than let go early. The last 1 week is sweeter than the middle, because we finally noticed it was here. Cold's not the enemy, it's just the next thing, and we'll find our way to liking that too. But let us have this one more evening before we go inside for good.
the last warm week,
Sitting out until the porch light's all that's on. You made a mess of most of 23, and I have held it over you since then. You trusted wrong, you stayed too long, you left too late. You said a thing you'd give a year to take back. I want you to know I've stopped collecting it. I'm putting down the ledger I kept on you. You didn't have the information that I have. You only had the fear and the good intentions. Letter to the girl I was, I'm sorry. time I used you as the reason that I couldn't be trusted with a good thing. You were doing the best that you knew how. Letter to the girl I was, I forgive you, and I think that means I might forgive me now. You kept going when it would have been easier to fold up in the middle of that year. Nobody clapped for that, nobody saw it. And I've spent a decade calling it a failure, but you got us here, you dragged us both here. And I never once looked back and said, well done. So here it is, a little late in coming, but it counts, I think it counts, I hope it counts. Letter to the girl I was, thank you for all the ugly, stubborn things you managed when nobody was helping and you didn't know whether any of it led to somewhere at all. Letter to the girl I was, I forgive you, and I think that means I might forgive me now. Someday I'll be older still and looking back at who I am. So let me start the practice early of being gentle, looking back. Letter to the girl I was, folded up and finally sent.
What if I'd said yes to that other city? Would I be someone louder, someone brave? Would there be a kitchen with a different window and somebody in it that I've never met? I think about him sometimes, that other version, and I wonder if he thinks about me too. He isn't real, I know he isn't real, but he keeps showing up on quiet evenings. All the lives that didn't live are standing just outside the one I'm standing in. And every one of them looks slightly better, because I never had to watch them fall apart. All the lives I didn't live stay perfect, because I never had to live them, that's the trick. What if I stayed instead of going? Would that have been the safe or sorry one? There's no version where I got to keep them all, and nobody warned me that the choosing never ends. The road I took has potholes I can name, the other roads have none because they're empty. The ones I didn't pick will stay untested, and that's the only reason they still bleed. All the lives I didn't live are patient, waiting at the edges of the real one, and every one of them looks slightly kinder, because I never had to see what they became. that's the trick. This one's got a scratch across the front and a stain that won't come out, but it's the only one that's mine, and I'm gonna keep it. All the lives I didn't live can stay out there in the dark.
Through the side gate, past the leaning fence, the path she laid with her own hands still holds. The tomatoes came up on their own this summer. Nobody planted them, they just knew when. She's been gone 2 years and the garden didn't notice. It kept its schedule, it kept every promise. I came to clear it out, that was the plan. I've been standing at the gate for half an hour. Her garden still grows and nobody told it that the woman who began it isn't here. The mint has taken over like she warned us. The roses lean the way she trained them to. Her garden still grows and I can't touch it. So I'm pulling weeds instead of pulling up. Past the bench, the shed with the stock latch, the watering can she filled 1,000 times. I find her writing on a wooden marker, faded out, but I can read the word. There's dirt under my nails now, same as hers, and I understand a thing I didn't before. She never once explained why this mattered. She just came out here every single day. Her garden still grows and nobody told it. But the hands that made it aren't around her. The mint has taken over like she promised. And something in me settles at the sight. Ooh, her garden still grows and I can't end it. So I'm coming back on Sunday with the shears. Maybe this is how it carries, not in stories, in the soil. Something planted keeps on going and asks the next one to show up. Her garden still grows, still green, and now it's asking me.
He sat me on the kitchen chair, it's heaven, and put a guitar in my lap too big to hold.
He said 3 chords, that's all you're gonna need. And everything you like is made of these.
My fingers didn't reach, they never quite did.
But he waited while I got the first one wrong. He wasn't good at saying much of anything, So he handed me a thing instead of words. 3 chords and a kitchen chair, that's all he gave me.
And it turned out to be most of what I have.
He never said he loved the way I played it,
but he'd stop what he was doing when I did.
3 chords and a kitchen chair, that's the language. And it took me 30 years to hear it right.
I've got 11 guitars and none of them are his. His is in the closet with the strap he made. I
take it out and it's still tuned to nothing.
And the neck is worn exactly where he held it.
I play the first thing that he ever taught me, and the room does something that I can't describe. He'd think it's funny that I made a life of this. He'd say, well, you always did like sitting down. 3 chords and a kitchen chair, that's all he gave me.
And I've been spending it my whole life since.
He never said the word out loud, not once,
but he tuned it every time before I came.
3 chords and a kitchen chair, that's the language. And I'm fluent now, I'm finally fluent now.
There's a kid in the other room tonight
Who keeps asking what the strings are for.
so I'll sit her down and start with 3.
And wait while she gets the first one wrong. 3 chords and a kitchen chair,